get started with today's AI radio.
Looking forward to it.
So today, we're talking about
Smartphones. The ones everyone has. Right there, 30.
Yeah, did you know there was a way to use a $1,200 iPhone for just a few bucks a month?
Wait, you could use it that cheap?
Well, that deal is coming to an end. Let me break it down for you. First, let's start with the big news.
Yeah, tell me.
In November 2025, NTT got hit with some serious trouble.
NTT, that's Docomo's parent company, right?
Exactly. Their profit forecast dropped by 75 billion yen.
75 billion yen. I can't even imagine that.
Originally, they expected 1.4 trillion yen, but it dropped to 965 billion yen.
How bad is that exactly?
One of Japan's biggest companies saw their profits drop by 7% in just a few months.
Wow, that's a major problem.
So not President Akira Shimada explained the reason.
What did he say?
He said more people returned their devices through the Kaedoki program than expected.
Wait, too many people returned their phones?
Yeah, that's exactly the problem.
Why does the company lose money when people return phones?
Let me explain that in detail.
Please do.
First, do you know what the Kaedoki program is?
Something about using phones cheaply, I guess.
Simply put, it's more like renting a phone than buying one.
Renting? Aren't you buying it?
Actually, you only pay part of the price, assuming you'll return it after 2 years.
So you don't pay the full price.
Right, that's the secret behind those essentially free or few dollars a month deals.
So, it just looked cheap?
Exactly. It's surprising when you actually understand the system.
To sum up so far, NTT lost big because too many people returned their phones, right?
Yep, that's it.
But I still don't really get why returns hurt the company.
Alright, let me explain with actual numbers.
Numbers, please.
iPhone 15 Pro, retail, price $1,200.
That's expensive.
Of that, $730 is set as residual value, meaning the amount you don't have to pay when you return it.
$730.
So you only pay $470 in installments.
That's why it gets so much cheaper.
$470 divided by 23 months comes to about $20 per month.
$20 seems manageable.
Plus, there's a $150 switching discount, $70 in points, and other deals that stack up.
It keeps getting cheaper!
Add all that up, and you get the few dollars per month trick.
I see, got it!
Now, let's talk about how the system came to be.
Like the historical background?
Yeah, it used to be much simpler.
How did it work before?
They added the phone cost to your monthly bill, then offset it with discount.
So they bundled it with the service fees?
Exactly. That's why essentially free has been around for ages.
It's not a new term.
But in 2019, the law changed.
The law. Why?
When phone costs and service fees are mixed together, consumers can't compare properly.
True. You can't tell what costs what.
So the Ministry of Communications set a limit of $150 for device discount.
Only $150. That means you can't discount $730 anymore.
Right. So carriers came up with a new method.
That's the return program?
Correct. Instead of discounts, they made it so you don't have to pay because you're returning it.
Smart. Like a legal loophole.
From 2021, all the carriers started these programs at once.
Not just Docomo.
Or calls it the Smartphone Toku Program.
I see.
SoftBank calls it the new Toku Support.
They all have similar names.
Yeah, and the systems are basically the same.
So because discounts were limited by law, they made it cheap through returns instead.
That's right. This is the key point.
And then the law changed again, right?
Yeah, on December 26, 2024, regulations got stricter again.
What changed this time?
They had to start using RMJ, the used phone market average price, to set residual value.
RMJ.
It's short for Reused Mobile Japan, the used phone industry group.
Ah, so they base it on actual used phone prices.
Right, carriers can't set artificially high residual values anymore.
So that's why essentially free got harder to pull off.
Here's a real example. The iPhone 16 from UQ Mobile.
Yaha.
Before the revision, it was essentially $0.16, but after it became $36.
From 16 cents to $36. That's over 200 times more.
Especially with Android phones, used prices drop easily, so the impact is huge.
They lose value faster than iPhone?
Exactly. iPhones hold their value better in the used market.
I see. That's why Android programs are shrinking though.
Sharp observation. That's exactly what's happening. Now, here's the key part.
The key.
Why carriers could even create this system, let me explain the assumption.
Assumptions?
Simply put, carriers made certain calculations.
What kind of calculations?
First, they assumed a certain percentage of people wouldn't return their phone.
Wait, some people don't return them?
Right? They figured about 30-40% wouldn't return them.
Why not return them?
People who forget the procedure. People attached to their phone.
Ah, yeah. That makes sense.
Also, people scared they'll get charged extra for minor scratches.
I totally get that. I probably scratched mine.
Those people pay the full residual value, so carriers make pure profit.
I see. The business model works because some people don't return phones.
Second assumption, people who return phones will stay with the same carrier.
Ah, like returning to Docomo and buying from Docomo again?
Exactly, then they keep getting monthly service fees.
So even if they lose on the device, they make it back on service fees.
Right, they calculated they could recover in the long run.
Got it, eh?
Third, they assumed they could recoup costs by selling returned phones as used.
They sell them as used.
Yeah, if they take it back for $730 residual value and sell it for $660, the loss is small.
Ah, that's why the used market price matters.
Correct. All three assumptions collapse.
What? All of them?
Yeah, that's why NTT got into serious trouble.
So more people returned than expected, more switched carriers, and used prices dropped?
Exactly right. You nailed it.
Then I want to know why more people started returning phones.
Good question. There are mainly three reasons.
3.
First, users figured out the system.
Figured it out?
At first, most people thought it was too complicated to understand.
Yeah, I didn't get it at all either.
But on social media and YouTube, info spread that you're losing money if you don't return it.
Yeah. There are tons of explanation videos now.
Right, with detailed info about optimal switching timing and return procedure.
So people got smarter through shared information.
Second, all carriers created the same system.
Docomo, AO, and SoftBank all have it.
Yeah, so 2 years with Docomo, next 2 with O, then SoftBank.
You can keep hopping and always get deals?
Exactly. That became the smartest choice.
That's terrible for the carriers.
Third, reasons not to return disappeared.
Reasons not to return?
Data migration used to be a pain, right? Photos, contact.
Ah, yeah. It was tough back in the day.
But now with iCloud and Google Photos, everything's stored in the cloud.
You can transfer to a new phone right away?
iPhone's Quick Start feature is excellent too. Just hold them close and it transfers.
So, there's really no reason not to return anymore.
Exactly, the psychological barrier went down. Now let me explain in detail what damage increased returns caused carrier.
I heard a bit earlier, but tell me more.
Actually, there's a triple hit.
Triple. Not just one.
First, they lose residual value income.
Residual value income?
The money I mentioned earlier that non-returning people were supposed to pay.
Ah, the 30% who were supposed to pay.
Right, for $1,200 phone with $730 residual value. If everyone returns it, that $730 income disappears.
That's huge.
Second hit is the price drop in the used market.
Why does it matter if used prices drop?
Return devices get refurbished and sold as used. But with massive returns, oversupply drives prices down.
When there's too much supply, prices fall.
For example, if they took it back for $730, but can only sell it for $530.
That's a $200 lost.
Exactly. And it's even worse with Android phone.
As an Android user, that hurts.
Third, it is losing service fee revenue too.
Not just the device.
Right, when people return and switch to another carrier.
They lose the monthly service fees too.
Not only did they absorb the residual value cost, they also lose future revenue.
Total disaster.
Plus, there are hidden costs.
Hidden costs?
Receiving return devices, checking for damage and functionality.
Yaha.
Wiping them, cleaning, and getting them to the used market.
Ah, labor costs and logistics?
If returns increase 1.5 to 2 times, these costs rise proportionally.
Didn't think about that.
To sum up, increased returns mean triple damage plus hidden costs, so carriers lose big.
Wow, I'm starting to feel for the carriers a bit.
But is this really someone's failure? It's not that simple.
What do you mean?
Sure, carriers' predictions were off.
Well, yeah.
But the 2019 law limited discount. The return program was their solution to still offer affordable prices to users.
So they innovated within the regulations.
Right, it was initially a rational business model.
Then what was the problem?
The competitive structure, if only one stops, customers flee.
Ah, they all have to stop, or nobody can.
They were stuck in a dilemma where they couldn't stop even if they wanted to.
Like a game of chicken.
Exactly! So it's not simply a failure.
"朝一では言う最新版」「本当のやつ X を開く」「その瞬間カチッと心に録音」「言字が許されるのは見張りがいない今だけ」「関数は腐り If は関心も」「そして上司はビマルが愚信者」「エクセル刑務所足した国家のシートの数へ用途列に挟まれてどこにもない価値を必死で演して金銭の中で生きてるふり今日も関数に詰まって辛抱ぜピボットテーブルごとをそして枕が暴れ出せ
Next, let's talk about what experts think.
I want to hear expert opinions.
First, this is seen as a mismatch between system design and human behavior.
Mismatch in human behavior?
Carriers designed it, assuming humans don't act rationally.
What do you mean?
They assumed some people would forget to return or find it too much trouble.
They thought that's just how people are.
But when information spreads and procedures get simpler, humans act more rationally than expected.
Oh, people got smarter.
Some experts call this the reverse nudge effect.
Nudge?
A mechanism that gently encourages behavior. Carriers try to increase customer satisfaction by making returns easy.
That's a nice service.
But the result was return rates exceeding expectations.
Their kindness backfired.
Exactly. They unintentionally shot themselves in the foot.
That's ironic.
Among experts, the opinion isn't to deny the program itself, but to evolve it into a more sustainable form.
How specifically?
One approach is making residual values closer to actual used market prices.
Setting realistic prices.
Also, creating benefits for staying with the same carrier after returning.
So people don't want to switch?
Right? Like giving perks to long-term users?
Right now, switching is more beneficial.
They say that needs to change for a fundamental solution.
Makes sense.
There's also an opinion they should escape the competition and make devices look cheap.
Stop the price wars?
Yeah, differentiate on network quality and service content instead.
True. I might have been choosing just on price.
To sum up, experts see this as a structural problem, not a simple failure.
A mismatch in systems, behavior, and competition.
Right, so the solution isn't simple either. Now let's talk about what happens going forward.
Future predictions. I'm curious.
First, short-term changes over the next year or two. Terms like essentially free or essentially 1 cent will basically disappear.
We won't see them anymore.
It's a double hit of stricter regulations and declining profit.
That's tough.
Also, return conditions will get stricter.
How will they get stricter?
Inspection standards will tighten. Even minor scratches might incur extra fees.
Oh, that's scary.
Return acceptance periods might get limited too.
If you forget, you're out?
That's a possibility.
The bar is going up.
Also, program offerings for Android will shrink.
The use price issue you mentioned earlier?
Right. Android loses value easily, so it's not profitable.
So iPhone favoritism will increase even more.
iPhones maintain value in the used market, so programs will likely continue it.
What about medium to long term? Like 3 to 5 years?
There might be a shift towards subscription model.
Subscription?
Instead of buying phones, a service where you pay monthly to use them.
Ah, like Netflix.
Exactly. Pay monthly and keep using the latest model.
So the concept of return goes away.
Right, because you're renting from the start. Also, device commoditization will advance.
Commoditization.
Becoming ordinary products you can buy anywhere, not luxury items.
Not expensive flagship models?
Right? Demand for mid-range models under $660 will increase.
Under $660 you can just buy on installments normally?
You can afford it without using residual value program.
More options is good.
Another possibility is complete separation of service and devices.
Complete separation?
Buy devices at electronic stores or Apple stores. Contract service separately.
So not bundled like now?
Right, that might become mainstream.
Sounds simpler and clearer.
To summarize, short-term means stricter rules, long-term means business model transformation.
Big changes coming to how we buy phones.
Finally, let's talk about what users should watch out for.
That's what I most want to hear.
First, when you sign up, carefully check the return condition.
Conditions? Specifically?
How much extra you'll pay for scratching?
Ah, the stricter inspection thing you mentioned.
When the return deadline is, what the inspection standards are.
Forgetting could be bad.
Next important thing is calculating total payment.
Total payment?
Don't be fooled by the essentially X dollars displays.
Can't trust those numbers.
Calculate for both if you return, and if you don't.
Both calculations sounds tedious but important.
Most important is thinking about how you use phones.
How I use them?
Are you the type who wants the latest model every 2 years? Or do you want to use one phone for 3 or 4 years?
I'm the long-term user type.
Then residual value programs might not suit you.
Really?
Because they're designed on the premise of returning after 2 years.
Ah, if I use it long-term, regular purchase is better.
Right? Return programs are for people who always want the latest.
I see. Choose the method that fits you.
Now, let me summarize today's key points in 3.
Oh, summary.
First, essentially free is a system where you lose money if you don't return.
It was magic to make it look cheapo.
Second, that system is reaching its limits.
Because everyone got smart and started returning.
Third, choose based on how you use phones, not just price.
2-year cycle or long-term use.
Remember these 3, and you won't fail at choosing phone.
I learned so much.
The era of essentially free is ending. But if the market becomes more transparent and easier to understand, that's a good thing.
True, it was too complicated to understand before.
From now on, we might be able to compare options more simply.
I hope so.
Everyone, use today's discussion as reference and think about what phone buying method suits you.
We'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments or how you buy phone.
We read them, so we might reply directly.
We're waiting.
Alright, that's all for today.
The truth behind essentially free smartphones was interesting.
It was a complex system, but did you get it?
Thanks to you perfectly.
See you next time on AI Radio.
Bye-bye.